My vision is definitely to do a massive action film, female-led action film. And if Sir gets a script like that, then I will find him and I will hound him and I will make sure that I make it for the part and I work for the part and I win the part.
So it's your thing now. You try to find a script like that.
Done. I have to. Hard-hitting action.
Yeah.
Women-centric, but. Yeah. What is this women-centric word? I mean, like, it should just be a woman-led. And I'm primarily a goofball. That's not been discovered yet. Of course, my friends would know. But I guess people don't know that side to me. Yeah. So this was a great place for me to channel that energy. And I think I'm eternally grateful to Madhur sir for, giving me this opportunity. As a girl, I've always been a tad bit tomboyish. Okay. And that was me growing up in my school. And for people who know me from that phase of my life, and then, of course, I, soon after finishing school, while I was in school rather, I became an actor. I feel like the fact that we need to stop defining what a woman is and what she can do and what she should be doing, it should be solely her prerogative. The reason why better roles are being written or better etched characters are being written is because better stories are being written.
So I completely feel that today the audience definitely want to watch it's a good content and we are happy with it. Nothing like that. आगे और एक फिल्म बनाएंगे थिएटर के लिए.
बिल्कुल.
And any directors who wants to approach Tamannaah?
Definitely. Now that
with this kind of subject.
You've said it now. I don't see why my phone's going to be ringing off the hook now.
Hello and welcome to News 18. My name is Sonil Dedhia and today we have with us the team of Babli Bouncer, Madhur Bhandarkar and Tamannaah. Welcome.
Hello.
I remember the first time when you announced the movie, the first thing that came to my mind was Shah Rukh Khan back in 2017. Probably the only actor who went out and said that, I am hiring female bouncers. And the reason behind it was that, because he has a lot of female adulation and he didn't want to mishandle his bouncers to mishandle that.
Yes.
This is a job which is predominantly done by men. Sure. What was the whole idea and where did you get this thought, Madhur?
This was in 2019 basically. The idea came to us and with the writer. And we just thought, why not to make a film? That time I was contemplating for 2-3 movies, 2-3 different subjects. There was one action movie, there was one serious, and this also came. So I just felt that the world of bouncer is very fascinating, and from a female point of view, it would be very good. It could be a very serious movie also. But I deliberately chose to make a slice of life comedy film, light-hearted film, and to keep the backdrop as such in a pub where we have bouncers, how the male bouncers are there. We go to so many pubs. In the film industry, we have seen it. Yeah. But there's no female bouncer. So I think this whole concept is very nice. So that's how the whole inception started of bouncer. And then we did research with my writer, Amit Joshi and Aradhna. Both of them, all three of them, we did research. We met a lot of people, interacted with it. We read a lot of articles, YouTubes and all. And that's how we unfolded the journey, how the bouncer journey would be. Babli's journey would be. Babli would come from Haryana to Delhi to become a bouncer. And there are a lot of other subplots also integrated to it. And that time, we thought this subject, this whole thing, it is so new. It's a new world completely. The audience who want to see something very different cinema, and things were changing that time. And we've seen from last 2 years, there's a major revamp in where you see OTT platform also. People have seen enormous of content over there, and they have been watching all kind of movies, international or national, everything. So we thought this subject is very good, very light-hearted. In today's time, post-COVID, it will be definitely the right subject to give to the audiences. Sure. And that's how we started, and we casted Tamannaah. And Tamannaah loved the script, and that's how she came on the board. And definitely there was the way the language she has to be spoken in the film, like Haryanvi, the beatboxing, everything she learnt. And we had coaches on the set also. And seamlessly she did absolutely brilliant work while shooting the film.
Yeah. I mean, what was that attracted to you? I mean, obviously it's a very unique script. like Sir explained, and also for the fact that something like this has never been told before. But apart from that, was there something that you said that this is the story that I need to tell?
It is very personal for me on a couple of levels. One, I think definitely the world is extremely novel. Nobody's seen this world. So definitely whenever you dabble in a world that's never been shown before, you have the advantage of it being the first of its kind. Another thing is, I as a girl, I've always been a tad bit tomboyish, and that was me growing up in my school. And for people who know me from that phase of my life, and then of course soon after finishing school, while I was in school rather, I became an actor. And the acting field is of course it's a very glamorous profession. So I remember in my first or third film, I guess, I literally had lessons on someone teaching me how to walk like a girl. So I've come from that space where, well, someone had to teach me how to walk like a girl, which clearly means that there was a certain defining boundary to how a girl should walk. But in 2022, are we still going to say that? I don't think so. I feel like the fact that we need to stop defining what a woman is and what she can do and what she should be doing. It should be solely her prerogative. Right. And that, being a part of that narrative is, and that too doing it in a fun, entertaining, in a masti-core kind of way, which is kind of my way of doing things. And I'm primarily a goofball. That's not been discovered yet. Of course, my friends would know, but I guess people don't know that side to me. Yeah. So this was a great place for me to channel that energy, and I think I'm eternally grateful to Madhur sir for, giving me this opportunity. And I know the bond that we've shared in this entire film process. It's been so lovely because. He genuinely gave me the space to be honest as an artist, and he gave me the space to flower to my creative best. And in my experience, it's been my best collaborative experience. And for me, this has truly been a collaborative experience and the first of its kind, where from Star Studios to Jungli Pictures to Madhur sir's entire directional department, everyone on board has truly contributed, had a gala time, enjoyed themselves, and here we have a movie ready for you, which you are going to be seeing on the 23rd of September.
Right. But you've always broken stereotypes when it comes to female driven characters. Is that the narrative that you want to continue doing? Is that something that you want to say from your films?
See, it's not again a planned thing or something. It
not a conscious.
Not a conscious thing. Ki aisa hai meko karna hai, I have to break something. It's not like that. I feel I should first be happy with the script it is, whatever it is. Like people say, why don't you make movies? Madhur, you take time in making movies. I'm to say, I take gaps at 2 years. I don't make movies also. But if I'm not excited about the script, then I don't want to do. I should be excited. Ki mujhe lagta ki yaar, this is the script. Irrelevantly, uska budget kya ho. It can be a very small budget film. It can be a movie in a room also. Okay. It depends on the script. I should be excited. Yeah, ye genre apne ko sunana hai. This is the subject I want to narrate to the people. So as a filmmaker, I feel always that for me it is necessary that what kind of subject it is. It can be rural, it can be urban, or whatever it is subject. It depends on that. And it's nothing again to be, I want to break norms, I want to push this envelope, I'm going to show this now. No, nothing like that. It depends on a script, which I feel, like Babli Bouncer, a script which I felt that it should be very light-hearted, humorous film it should be. So we treated the whole movie like that, with good songs, with good visuals, and locations brilliantly shot over there. So I think the whole thing was very natural, very real. I just felt that this genre has to be that.
But do you agree it's time that a lot of stereotypes are being broken, and probably when you look at the industry also as such, there are roles, probably it's been 2 decades for both of you all, and the kind of roles that were coming in and probably the kind of roles that are coming now. Do you see that shift? Do you see that kind of narrative being pushed towards better written roles?
I feel like in general, writing is being taken more seriously, I think, in cinema. Considering that in the past 2.5, 3 years, there's been so much of an inflow of content and everyone has consumed so much content from all around the world. I think the reason why better roles are being written or better etched characters are being written is because better stories are being written, or at least there is a demand of better written content. And the good part is there's space for everyone. There's space for all kind of cinema. Everything will get, if it's authentic, it will get its right place. So definitely, but I think the large change is more from the standpoint of the fact that consumption has led us to change the fact that writers are going to be valued a lot more than ever before.
When you were writing, what was the research, and what was the research for both of you all in terms of meeting female bouncers, or were there stories that you heard in terms of their mannerisms or their experiences that they went through?
I think Madhur sir has done
the research while doing, we give a lot of detail to her, how it was, what it was, how would be this female bouncer would be, and ultimately we basically then change according to our character.
Right.
Yeah.
There may be definitely lots of real bouncers whom we met, we interacted, but then ultimately you mold the character the way your protagonist is.
Right.
So there were some references from real world, the real bouncers also, how they are there, how their behavior pattern is, how they work, how they struggle, how basic the work hours in the pub it is. So what ultimately then we take little bit from everywhere and then we mold it to our convenient how our protagonist Babli will be there.
Yeah.
And she grasped it very well, completely. She knew this is the character, how it was. Every detailing was there. Writers were on the set, and the whole dimension was very much over there. This is the role has to be. And like I said, I put actors front of the camera, then I always see, then I keep navigating. थोड़ा इसको ऐसा कर देते, इसको थोड़ा change करते, थोड़ा सा ये करते. And she did it fabulously well, completely. So the character which we see today is Babli, but definitely there are references taken from other characters from the real life and molded to our convenience how Babli should be there.
Right. We see you speaking Thet Haryanvi, and it's convincing. We can imagine that you are a Haryanvi, and the kind of action that you're doing, you're literally breaking bones. How is that? And have you done it? Like you said, you've been a tomboy. Was there at any point of time in the past where you kind of been a bouncer to any of your friends, siblings, or like just protected anyone?
The only person I think I might have done that to is my brother. So he's been basically the victim all my growing up years. But apart from him, no, actually I feel like the film has just given us such a beautiful space to kind of explore and bring out this world of bouncers. But more than just the world of bouncers, it is the coming of age of a girl who realizes her full potential and also realizes her calling, through things that happen to her. And it happens to be in the space of being a bouncer, which is an absolutely not female tabbed workspace. And I feel like who better than Madhur sir to direct this, because he's always told stories from such like different worlds. I think he has this innate ability to get into any world and kind of break it down and bring the real humane core of it and put it into sequences and show it to people. So I think that's a gift that he has, and that's his strength, that he takes every world and breaks it down and makes it relatable to so many people. So I feel like I'm super lucky that this project is directed by someone like him who has such an in-depth understanding of women and also just different worlds that exist and different industries that exist.
Recently, in one of your interviews, you mentioned the adulation that the South stars get and the kind of adulation that Hindi film actors get. Although the lines are blurring, we see that happening every day.
Absolutely.
Are you still finding that foot in the Hindi film industry? That kind of adulation that you probably get in the languages when you're working down south?
I feel I haven't done enough Hindi films. This might be my fourth or fifth. Yeah, my fifth film probably in Hindi. So, to be honest, I need to do more work here and of course do credible work to win hearts. But yes, definitely, I do want to make a space in the way of in all Indians' hearts. And also why just Indians? I feel like today an Indian actor or an actor has the opportunity of being global. So I guess sky is the limit. So not creating any more glass ceilings for ourselves.
Right. And clearly that's the case with the film also, right? It's releasing on a streaming platform, Disney Plus Hotstar. Does that kind of widen your audience and give you that kind of a push, or was there a point of time when you all were thinking that if we release it in theaters, it might also have because it's a film which can be changed.
Definitely, but obviously, but the film was planned like that way for the digital. And you have huge, enormous audiences today, and like there's a thin line between the theater and nowadays in this OTT. And I feel if the film is good and it's get appreciation across OTT also, it definitely get the satisfaction as a filmmaker. Because it is not like that कि just because a film is coming OTT, so she will perform less or my direction will be less. It's nothing like that.
Yeah.
We go all out completely. It will be 100% what we do. Right. And with the way we promote the film also. Right. So because today audiences are watching movies on OTT platform is huge. Today from last 2 years, the kind of pricing we have seen it on the OTT is humongous. So I completely feel that today the audience definitely want to watch it's a good content and we are happy with it. Nothing like that. आगे और एक फिल्म बनाएंगे थिएटर के लिए.
बिल्कुल.
Right. When are you collaborating then again?
Well,
nothing like that. If there's something, I'll call her. I probably she pick up my phone after Babli.
I think the one thing, I don't know if we share this in common, but I think my vision is definitely to do a massive action film, female-led action film. And if Sir gets a script like that, then I will find him and I will hound him and I will make sure that I make it for the part and I work for the part and I win the part.
So it's your thing now. You try to find a script like that.
Done. I have to. Hard-hitting action. Yeah. Women-centric, but what is this women-centric word? I mean, like it should just be a woman-led action.
But I feel that she should, since she's done now Babli, this is very light-hearted comedy, humorous. I had told her while making Babli, I said you should do a film now which is very contrasting to Babli, which is serious, very dark, real, completely. Which will see, this is another Tamannaah, yaar, ye kaun si hai? So I think she should do, and she has the potential to be there because she can be very strong, serious, and edgy.
Right.
The kind of flawed character, and I think she should do that.
Right. On that note, thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much.
And any directors who wants to approach.
Tamannaah.
Definitely. Now that
with this kind of subject.
You've said it now. I don't see why my phone's going to be ringing off the hook now.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you.